Hi everyone, it's Jen, and I have here a couple tags, and this one is a distress tag. This one is just a manila tag. These are both great for making creative things like this or this. And I love making these. They're a lot of fun to do. It's kind of like an ATC but bigger. So that's why I do them. But there is a difference between the manila tags and the distress tags, and that's mostly in the paper. This one's mixed media paper, and this one's just manila. And I've been using a lot of Distress Oxides, and they are just fun. And I have, I believe, 24 of them. They come in a variety of colors. There's a way I normally use these inks, and I'm just going to show you how I do that and what the difference is between the two, and you'll be able to see, I think. Okay, you can already kind of tell with the thickness of how these work. The manila tag completely curls up, and this one kind of stays the same. It does curl a little bit, I won't lie. And if you look on the close-up, you can see how grainy this looks, as opposed to here, where it looks beautiful, like watercolory. And this one, it just looks very grainy because it absorbed so much of the ink. This one did not. I'm going to just continue on here. You can kind of tell the difference from here, how much more bright this one seems as far as the color. Not that much difference, except for the grainy feel to this. Just the way it absorbs is not as even. Not that it's even in any case. I'll show you, this is a tag I did, and this is a manila tag, and I had such a hard time getting the Distress ink to be such a vibrant color on top that I took the pad, and you could see the square mark, and once it's on there, you can spray water on. Distress Oxide, like any distress, is water soluble, water reactive, so it should have spread out, but it didn't. And then you can see that the paper peeled up on me, and that's the manila tag. It just didn't do as good. I'm going to go ahead and add some more, and add a little bit more layers, and then I can show you a little bit more. Oops. Alright, I decided I wanted a little bit more color on these. Oops. Not the way I wanted it to go. This color is Twisted Citron. It's just a really, really almost neon green. But I wanted a little bit of pop. It almost looks yellow right at the moment. Okay, this is the Manilla tag. And that looks kind of cool. I just see a spot where the original Manilla is coming through right there. Oh well. Okay, and then I'm going to put the Distress tag in there. Granted, I'm not getting the full oomph of the color. So I'm just going to do that. Oops. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm just going to put a little bit more on this one. Wipe that up. Okay, now both of these are going to sit and dry. Or they could sit and dry, but luckily for me I have the heat tool. This one's pretty quiet. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I'm just going to zoom in. And they both look great, yes, that's true. But, in my opinion, I like this one better. Now, they both work on here. I just think that the ink absorbs a lot more into the paper here as opposed to sitting on top of, which is why the color seems to be more vibrant. And like that bright green, I see it a little bit, but not as bright as over here. So I'm going to show you one more thing. And I'm going to grab a paper towel. Now this is something I really like, and that's what the oxides are kind of made to do, is when you spritz them, they turn white-ish. So like the label here, you get the ink color, and then you get this whitest oxide. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll show you why it doesn't work on this one. And I'm going to show you that. Okay, I spritz both of them, and it takes a minute, and you can already see that this is curling up like it normally does when it gets a lot of ink in it, and that is because the water is absorbing into it as opposed to sitting on top of it. I'm just going to go ahead and spritz it a little bit more, just to show you. I'm not lying. This is reactivating, I can kind of see. So I'm going to take a clean paper towel and just push it down into both of them. And your color is going to pool up. Well, that's what it's designed to do, is pool up, so that you get these oxide look. You see where it's kind of muted and white-ish. Plus you can see how much color comes off of this. There's actually, I'm surprised, this is the first time I've done this where there's actual color coming off of this one, but I think that's because I've done several layers of color that it's come off. So if you want a really oxided look, you can go ahead and spritz it again. Maybe a couple bigger drops. And I'm just going to use the same paper towel. Now I really like bright color, but you know, it's not so bad. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out my camera. Sorry for bumping it. So you can kind of get a zoomed out look, and then I'll zoom it back in here. You guys tell me, what do you think? I mean, if you're looking for that oxide look, there's your proof. I do like both the tags. They're both made by the same company. They're both made by Ranger. One's just thicker. And I like that it's thicker because I do a lot of different things. I paint in watercolor, I paint acrylics, not just paper crafts or polymer clay. I do a lot of different things, and if I want to, I can glue something to it, you know. This is pretty thick. I can feel the thickness. I can glue stuff on there. I like that it's thicker. Just like watercolor paper, you're going to like it if it's a lot thicker. At least that's my opinion. Though it's great. The Manilla tag is great, just not for this particular technique, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Alright, thanks, bye.